Indeed. Australia's leading online auction marketplace. It is easy to buy and sell with Grays. Thank you for your involvement here. I'm putting in the gun, under the pump, feeling the heat, England white ball cricket captain Jos Buttler. Now, you've got to tell me when... I've sold you already by mentioning his name. Well, let me add some meat to the argument just to show you what you've purchased, Mr. White.
Go on again.
Eliminated from the Champions Trophy by falling to Afghanistan.
Out.
Jos was the captain. That followed an inability to lead his team to defend 351 on the board against Australia. He had scores of 23 and 38, so starts, but couldn't go on with it. It's the second time, of course, that Jos Buttler has lost to Afghanistan in a big tournament. He went out in the 2023 World Cup in Delhi because partly of a loss to Afghanistan without playing in the elimination games. He's also been beaten by Bangladesh leading England. I know you're already sold, but I'll keep going with the argument. England have lost 10 of their last 11 white ball games with Jos Buttler as captain. In one-day internationals as captain, he is 18 and 26, so a fairly significant losing record. They slide to 7th on the ODI International World Rankings. I reckon they should be top 4. So Jos Buttler, who has to finish the tournament against South Africa on Saturday night, he is in the gun thanks to Grays Online. Sold.
You had me at Jos. And you know what? Had you said Verstappen, which is Max's dad, who's a bit of a flog, sold as well.
Okay. Now I become auctioneer, Matty White. Now I become auctioneer. Can I sell you?
You know what? When Brandy and Vossi come back and they're going to do this segment, I can tell you that the gavel's now got dents in it because I've absolutely teed off on this thing this morning. Okay, look, I'm going a little bit left field. I'm going to the world of Formula One. Now, you know I love my motorsport, but I've got to say, in the gun, Formula One has a problem. And this has been exacerbated by the fact that they've had to change. They're going to change regulations to try and make the most famous race, the jewel in the crown, Monaco, exciting.
I'm interested in buying this argument. Keep going.
Okay, so this is the problem for me. I love my Formula One. I love the Monaco race. I love everything about it. The problem is it's boring. It's a boring race. You race where you qualify, and it's incredibly hard to pass, and it's even harder over the last 5, 6, 7 years because when they changed the rules and the regulations of the cars were wider, so they're even harder to get across. So now what they're going to do is introduce 2 mandatory pit stops. Now, I reckon you've always got a problem in motorsport if you have to try and manufacture any kind of excitement, especially at Monaco, of all places, and especially in pit lane. So what they're saying is the world's fastest spectacle is going to be decided when the cars are stationary. That, to me, is a major problem. Those guys are in the gun, and I'll tell you why they're doing it, because they've got to keep Monaco on the calendar. Otherwise, the thing goes. They've extended it out to 2031, but can you imagine Formula One without Monaco? However, if we keep it, it's going to be boring. And the world doesn't work with boring anymore. Are you sold? Are they in the gun?
I am buying that argument. Matt White, sold to Matt Russell. You know what got me? You know what made me purchase your argument?
Yes.
A motor racing event being decided by the cars being stationary. How is that possible?
Crazy.